Hello and welcome to India Brainy Beauty Talk Show. I am Tonisha Pawar. I am going to be starting this one fantastic event hosted by Archana. It is so amazing for me to be here. I would like to introduce myself as an image consultant, Pilates personality coach, and I run a company called Live It Up. I started this company about 5 years back, and I'm the founder of it. And today I am super excited to bring you this topic where we are starting and introducing this topic to all the pageant, to all the participants, and bringing in so much more information for you to prepare yourself for the one big day. Firstly, congratulations to everybody out here to create that courage. This pageant is one of its kind. We love to be a part of this, and all of us who are coming together to make this pageant work is only happening because of you. The courage that you take to come here, put yourself out there, be one of those confident and very, very enduring personalities in front of the world is definitely a magnificent thing that you're already creating a space for yourself. I'm very impressed that we have actually come together to embrace the fact that this pageant is so special because it's ageless, there are no limits, no boundaries. So what I want to bring to you in the next 30 minutes, because we are restricted to time, is about image, about what image is. And because we are also restricted with time, on a very, on a very restricted platform, I want to give you something that can benefit you to prepare yourself for the big day. So I'm going to talk to you about image. I'm going to talk to you about posture. I'm going to talk to you about how Pilates and posture, body language comes together to build your personality in the best possible way. So what is image? We all get judged. We all, as contestants, are going to be out there. We're going to be out there portraying ourselves, our brand value. We have to treat ourselves as brand. So it's about creating that first impression when our judges see us, when people try to, scale us for who we are, what we are, how we speak. So I'm going to break everything down for you and give you one tip that you can take away. It doesn't matter what age group you are in. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what your background is. But these tips are going to help you through as a participant and as an individual. So every category under image, you're going to get one takeaway, and a very important takeaway, which is going to be your bonus. So here we talk about an image is like an impression, a first impression. We do say, let's not judge a book by its cover. But what do? We always select the book that has got a really nice, crisp cover that has attractive colors on it. It's the same thing with image. We have to understand this as it's about you. It's about you putting yourself out there and how you come across to people. So setting that intention is very important. So we actually classify this where we are getting judged by people whenever we put ourselves out there about the way we look, about our overall image, which consists of, your tone of voice, your vocabulary, your expression, your eye contact, your gestures, your social behavior, which we call etiquette. It's about how you stand, how you really put yourself out there in front of people with just your expression. It can be the slightest move. It can be the smallest thing that you say. So as a contestant, I want you to understand that you have to work on every area to find that polish in you. And that polish comes, and that's the beauty about this, because this contest opens out these doors for you to, fine tune your personality. So image is about clothing. It's about your accessories, about your skincare, your makeup, your hair, your posture, your poise, your health, your fitness, about your communication, right? So these points, every area here, it's not just about being fashionable and putting yourself out there. Now, I want to tell you that when you get this time to prepare yourself, I want you to use these pointers. Try taking a notepad and a pen. Write pointers that can help you understand where you want to work on and how you can work on yourself. There is a certain prep that you need as an individual to actually build, and the best way to doing it is to look at yourself in the mirror understand where you are in life today in terms of your body shape, in terms of how you feel about yourself. And how do you get to a point of feeling confident? It's easy. It's easy when people say, feel confident, be open. How do you face that crowd? And the reason I'm telling you all this is because I want to start with clothing. Why? 80% of how we cover ourselves is clothes. So it's an extension of you. When somebody walks in, it's very rare that we look at people and we actually look at, we don't want to know people who are not dressed well. So I want you to be that person where every round of yours, when you start from an audition round, when you get into the preliminary, the training round, I don't want you to come across very casual. Make sure you're carrying your brand very, very sophisticatedly and that's what you will mark your presence in front of judges, because judges are constantly watching you. You have to first create a presence which automatically gives you an air of confidence. And that air of confidence will register your presence by a lot of people, even your participants and the other contestants, and they will pretty much, you'll have a receptive audience. You'll have an audience who welcomes you, who interacts with you, who pretty much puts every, they give you that confidence where even you'll start interacting with them. And that's it. You have a great flow of language and, your words flow better. So that's what proper clothing does to you when you actually put yourself out there. So I want you to understand that when you select your clothing, you watch your body shape. You need to understand if you're 4 types of body shape all the time, right? So you need to understand, since this pageant is about different age groups and different body shapes, you understand if you're straight bodied, if you're like a pear, or if you're apple, where you're bigger on top and you're leaner down, or you are more like a hourglass shaped. Okay, so these are the 4 body types. You need to look at yourself in the mirror, see what kind of a body type you fit into and what kind of clothes you fit into. So if you think, for example, I'm going to talk about someone who may be big on their rib cage or big on their stomach, because that's the most difficult part where people find difficulty to wear something stylish or shop for something stylish. So if you are there, if you're wearing a sari, in case you're wearing a sari, choose a blouse that goes really low and not cuts you at, right under your bust. So where you actually can have a lower, where your torso is looking longer. It's all about tall, right? Pageants are about tall girls. It's about looking taller. It doesn't matter what your height is, but even if you are taller, even if you're shorter, you can stand tall with the clothes you wear. So it is really about how you wear your clothes. So if you're wearing a blouse, learn to wear it like longer, so try to find a way that's longer, so your tension doesn't crop short and you look stout. Another tip I'll give you about clothing is, see if you want to hide your belly with like maybe a nice embellishment, any kind of a design or a pattern that covers it and distracts it from there. Okay, so cover it. Maybe you can have a drape, maybe you can have like a belt, maybe you could like pull it together and take that to the side and not to the center. So use your clothes where the attention takes away from that weak point. So it's all about, it's about like up, like downplaying your weaknesses and really pushing yourself to all your strengths. So focus on the strengths in your body. I really want you to focus on how you can downsize and downplay your weakness on your body. So you don't have to feel conscious. So any outfit that you're wearing, make sure your image feels super confident. If you're feeling good in it, be rest assured that that's your outfit that you want to wear. Okay? And that's the first one. The second one, I want you to not face, and then the second one that I want you to actually understand is your, it comes with accessories, right? So when you have an image building practice that you actually have to keep working on, and it needs work. It doesn't happen naturally. So when you wear your clothes, you obviously accessorize it. Always remember, a takeaway with your accessories is never have it dominate your outfit. Even if it dominates, it has to be, if your outfit's really plain, wear an accessory that just is looking grand enough, but don't let it like overshoot your outfit. If you're wearing like a designer outfit, where your outfit can speak a lot of thing, and don't overload it on yourself. You don't have to wear your earrings and something on the hand and something on the neck. Downplay your accessories. So that way you create a balance in the way you dress up. So this is a takeaway for everyone when it comes to clothing, accessories, and then we talk about skincare, we talk about makeup. Now we do have the best on the panel to give you the best advice, and you have to wait for it because I'm eager to be waiting for that advice. They're going to talk to you about skin and makeup, but I'm just saying that that becomes a part of who you are. Never go dull faced in front of anyone. Take care of yourself by, maybe it could be cleaning your face every night, which is a must. Look fresh while you're headed towards your pageant. I want you to take care of your skin. Even if you have 10 days, it matters for you to actually put yourself out there. Only by, any change happens, it needs a little bit of intention and prep. So use this time now to really prepare your skin to look fresher, younger, supple, and that you're just ready to face it. So cleanse, tone your face, and moisturize your face every night. That's one skincare routine that if you've never started, it's time to do it. That's one of the things that I swear by. As a contestant, if you've had dull, don't show up with a dull face. Always have your basics on your face to make yourself look fresh. That is one way of making your presence feel. You don't want to go however tiring a day you are. As a contestant, I want you to show up during your practice, during your training. Be presentable. When someone sees you, they need to feel like you're always looking fresh. So that refreshed face always adds more value to visually. It's a treat to a judge's eye. And then, of course, I want you to focus on your hair. Now, you can't wear something, accessorize it, look fresh, and just tie your hair up and keep it frizzy. If you think your hair is frizzy, never leave it open. Always tie it up or blow dry it. Keep it clean. Keep your hair clean. If you think you have curly hair, don't keep it frizzy. Keep it well done. Use a serum. Use a product. So I'm giving you these one tip that you can always put yourself together and go out there and showcase yourself in the best possible way. So your hair care is very important. If you think you've been having baby hair sticking out and all that, look at yourself very often as a practice to understand how different can you wear your hair with different outfits. Whether it's a dress, whether it's a denim, whether it's a sari, how different can you look at different? That versatility also brings out a lot of creativity, and people are judging you based on how you can create your looks differently. So learn to wear your hair, nourish your hair, and take care of these as you head towards the big day. I also would like to talk about your self-grooming, which is body care. Now, body care, this is something that, people only think about manicure, pedicure, or clothing accessory is image building. No, body care is very important, but when you fix everything, imagine you have someone with dirty nails, chipped nails, you're wearing a nail polish where it's old and you have like chipped nail paint halfway done. Try not to go in front of any panel of judges where you're going with that. You might as well clean out your nail and have no nail paint, or have like a polished nail paint. But make sure you are taking care of these things when you showcase yourself. Please don't showcase with it being very somber and not addressed. Get a mani-pedi before you reach out to people within this contest, and of course in your personal life as well. So here I want you to focus on everything that I've told you. I've given you one pointer as a takeaway. Apply it, execute it. So we're going to talk about the main thing that we're going to come to is posture. After you get everything together, always understand your image is great because I see you, I judge you takes me about 5 seconds to judge you. I feel your presence and I go, wow, she knows how to dress, she knows how to conduct herself. Now, when you wear your attire in a certain way and you have a slouched posture, for example, I wanted to show you this. If you have a slouch, like if you actually bend your shoulder down, or I'm going to stand and show you different postures and how you can look right here. So when you actually stand, you don't want to stand with your shoulder rounded. You don't want to stand with your stomach out. I want you to be sure. I'm just going to adjust my camera so that you can see me on full length. I want you to make sure that you are standing tall, you're standing straight, and your hip bone, your ankle, your hip bone, your shoulder, and your ears, they are all in one line. So only if they're in one line, that's a good posture. So make sure you're not hunching, and make sure you are constantly pushing your shoulder back. So the way I want you to do this is while the way I want you to understand this is while you have your shoulder, I want you to work on your shoulder for posture. And the way you got to practice this is these are your shoulder points. I want you to push these shoulder points behind, and I want you to understand that your shoulder blades need to be back in line with your ears. While this is in line, you are way more straight. And that's something that you need to always work on, because without your knowledge, you can be here. If you're tall, it's worse. You can actually be slouching like that. That doesn't work. Always push the shoulder point back and down. So you see a lot of neckline. There is neckline that pulls it up. Use these muscles to drop everything down. Now, the way Pilates works with posture is everything is intact. It's pushed down. You're using your rib cage, your shoulder blades, and your shoulder blades close from back. So always imagine you have a lemon in between your shoulder blades, and you're pressing those shoulder blades at the back. So you pretty much are like this when you stand up. Now, when you stand, you are not going to keep your chest open like that and stick your butt out. You're going to tuck these pelvic muscles in. So when you tuck your pelvic muscles in, you're meeting your shoulder and your hip bone. If you keep your hip bone back, you are in a very bad posture. So stick it in, squeeze, and when you are constantly standing, when you actually stand, now this has to be your posture. When you're standing angular, now I'm going to go into why posture and Pilates is connected. So when I do this, I make sure my rib cage here is tight. So I'm using my muscles, I'm using my inner thigh muscles to pull myself tighter so that there is that air of confidence and tightness that I feel in my body. What people think when you're tight or when you have to stand straight is just push your shoulder back and stand like that. No. I want you to use your hands very gracefully on the side. It could be here. Use your leg weight and balance it. Always make sure you're posing with your body on one leg weight and folding the other. You can't be putting your weight on both the legs. So if I am posing on if this is my posture, if this is my angle and my profile, the way I want to stand, I'm going to show you this on full length here. The way I want to stand here is it's put my weight on the right leg, bend the left leg. Push my tush up, use my core, tighten my core, and press my shoulder back. Now that's how I need to stand, versus not like that. Don't drop things down, pull things up, squeeze your glutes, pull your abs. No matter how heavy you are on your rib cage, I want you to really pull this pelvic muscles inwards, use your abs and push your shoulder back. So 3 things that you need to think about. I want you to think about how you can press your shoulder blades back, drop your shoulders down, push the shoulder bone back, and lift your abs towards your spine. And then I want you to put your weight on the side that you're posing. That's, suppose I'm giving you a right profile, put your weight on the right. I shift on my left. And from here, I always walk straight. So I'm shooting my leg forward and I walk when I walk. Okay? So never walk open, walk close, come towards each other and walk close. So I want you to, I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm going to show it to you. When you walk, make sure you're walking with a sharp toe, bending your toe, cross. I'm going to do that again. Pull your abs, cross, walk. Okay? You don't have to walk like that. So your posture is always long and you're walking sharp and long. So whenever sorry, that was going back and forth, but I want you to understand that whenever you are working on your walk, start with your core being tight, shoulders pulled back. You immediately are going to tighten your leg muscles, your inner thigh muscles, and you walk. So today, you know, I've trained a lot of people before, but the beauty of using the Pilates method in your posture is it adds so much grace to it. And that's something that I want you to understand, that it is very important that poise and posture comes with fitness. So image is all about bringing this together. So when we train you, when I want you to be that person where you've never found yourself to be, it's not about reaching perfection, but it's about being the better version of yourself. And this pageant gives you that platform. So I want you to understand, you know, so if you have, I want you to also think about, so if you have things like questions in your head about, am I fit? Am I stylish enough to be in a pageant like this? Am I, is my accent funny? How am I going to talk? I hope she's not better than me. You know, these comparisons and these questions are always going to come in your mind. It needs practice. Work on these areas. So when you build a personality, you are working on areas that you personally know that you're lacking in it. After all that, I would also talk about a communication. Now, this is a very vast subject, but I have to get it a little too tight for you to understand that practice the way you present yourself. Practice your introductions. Practice how you want to talk to people when you meet people, even if it's not on stage. Practice how you would give someone that 30-second introduction, a 5-second to a 30-second, a quick introduction. Write things down and let yourself be free and confident. Once you're prepared, it's a different tone. Your tone changes. You respond better. But if you're not prepared, you may just fumble and you may lose your score there. Okay, so this is something that you want to work on. You also want to maybe work on write questionnaires. Make questionnaires, practice. It can be random. You don't have to think about what the judge is going to ask you, but at least it'll give you an idea of how you need to answer, how you need to hold. So every little detail is taken care of when you're building your own personality in front of the world. So as a contestant, you're polishing your skills in every area. Okay, so I want you to, whatever doubts you have about yourself, if you feel a certain way about, oh my God, she's thin, she's tall, I don't fit the bill, and I feel like I'm not, this is your platform. This is a beautiful concept. This is a beautiful pageant and a platform for you to go out there, showcase yourself, show that you can be confident, inspire many more people about how looking the part, no matter where you are in life, no matter what size you are, what your background is, what age you are, you can put this together and still look very graceful and, and just very confident. So I need to tell you that if you don't focus, and any outfit that you wear or anything that you wear, even don't go with, the main thing I would want to tell you is don't go very casual wherever you go. Have a little formal approach, because that is speaking of you. That adds sophistication to you. That adds a little more respect. When people see that you're taking yourself seriously, they take you seriously. So add that little finesse. You don't have to think like a model and behave model. Be yourself, own yourself. I want you to use this platform. You are telling the world who you really are, not portraying who what they see you as. You need to tell them what you are and be very close to how you feel and how you are. That makes that, that's what people are looking for, that little cutting edge on how you can come in front of the world and still not be too fake. But when you practice it, you will understand what's looking fake, what's looking real, what's your real self. You'll connect with yourself. So that connection will happen with multiple practices. And I just want to let you know that with Pilates that we train, which is a form, if you haven't tried it, any age group, I must tell you that it's all about tightening your core, your spine, lengthening out your muscles, leaning out your muscles. Give yourself some sort of activity. I'm going to give you a Pilates workout, one workout that is a good takeaway that may just help you have some long, lean legs. So that's just one thing. Going back into your exercise here. I want you to stand behind, hold the wall, use your leg out here, press your pelvic muscles forward, and point your toe as long as you can. Soften this leg and work with leg raises. Now, leg raises does not mean you move your neck and your arm. I just want you to point, and pulse it slowly up. So you do about 10 reps, and then you circle for 10. And then you reverse for 10. And then you pulse for 10. All right? So while you're pulling, you need to imagine your toes are pulled by someone there, and you're really pulling those ab muscles all the way tight in. And when you do these leg muscles, your standing leg is burning. So get these exercises for yourself to feel taller. To feel taller and feel super strong, because these are the little exercises. It's a very low impact exercise. It's not going to be huffing and puffing and hard on your knees, but it brings in a lot of poise. It brings in a lot of elegance. Of course, it strengthens you. So there's no other way I have seen any kind of a workout for a girl makes you feel elegant and long. I just feel if you incorporate ये सब जो बातें हैं, जो भी मैंने बताया है, इनको आप जितना भी you apply it, you take some pointers, see where your weakness is, understand your weakness. Strength everyone works on. Weaknesses people don't work on. Accept it, adapt to it, and address it. The more you address it, the more you'll get better. Don't be in denial. And I want to wish all of you the very best in understanding yourself, your image. Put yourself out there. Whenever you talk, slow your breath down, get some deep breathing, and understand that everything you put out there has to be the brand you. Nothing should be a pretense. And when you're out there, I want you to also be very respectful to other people and that speaks very high of you and your personality. So when you're with others, try to understand their gameplay. Their personality better. Don't try to be in a rat race of this competition. You are a winner, the fact that you're participating. Okay? I am very happy to be a part of it. I thank India Brainy Beauty and Archana to have me on this very beginning to kickstart this event and to be on this platform. I would love to actually take this forward, and I'm hoping to see you soon as a jury and very soon as coming physically to train you. Please be rest assured that you're in the best possible pageant and the best possible platform that you're going to get trained. And thank you for having me. I would wish you good luck. Please make sure that you are taking all your nervous energies out and building yourself to a better you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.